From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, July 25th, 2018. Silver is trading at $15.61 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,232 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $29, and the average price of Bitcoin is $8,217. Antiwar.com reports U.S. media coverage suggests hostility towards diplomatic engagement with Russia as a matter of course. A new Harris X poll, however, suggests that this is not the view of the majority of the American public, with 54% approving of President Trump inviting Russian President Vladimir Putin to the White House for a second summit. The first summit, held earlier this month in Helsinki, Finland, was seemingly successful despite it being followed by negative media coverage and attacks from lawmakers in both parties. Trump followed this by inviting Putin for a second summit, this time in the United States. American public support for such a summit does not extend to Congress, however. On Tuesday, congressional leadership announced that if Putin does come to the White House, he will not be invited to address Congress or visit the Capitol building. House Speaker Paul Ryan says addressing Congress is something we reserve for allies. Ryan added he was only okay with Trump and Putin meeting so long as the message is stop violating our sovereignty. Congress focuses heavily on allegations of Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. presidential election, and there is bipartisan consensus, despite a lack of evidence to that effect, that Putin was behind all of it personally. Protracted vilification of Putin would make a visit to Congress to deliver a speech a difficult matter at any rate. Explicitly saying he is not invited to do so, however, is clearly intended to be a blow to diplomacy. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap and Amazon, at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. UPI reports New Jersey Attorney General Gerber Gruelle announced Tuesday that he has asked prosecutors to adjourn all cannabis cases in municipal courts until at least September 4th. In a letter to prosecutors, the Attorney General said he is asking for the adjournment so his office can develop appropriate guidance on how to handle cannabis cases as state lawmakers decide whether to allow for recreational use of cannabis. The request came after a meeting with Jersey City Mayor Steve Fulop, who supports full legalization of marijuana. Fulop said this is a huge win for Jersey City, the state of New Jersey, and most importantly, the people who have been impacted by the creation of a criminal record due to a simple marijuana arrest. Gruelle's move unofficially decriminalizes marijuana for the time being, but New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said on Monday that full legalization is a better avenue for the state. Murphy told reporters, on the surface, decriminalization is intoxicating. You think it's a step in the right direction, but it actually leaves the business in the hands of the bad guys. Your kids are exposed, it's not regulated, it's not taxed, so I'll leave the specifics of that to the Attorney General, but that's a conceptual answer. Sharon LeChair, spokeswoman for the Attorney General's office, pointed out that the letter does not instruct police to stop making marijuana arrests. You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and numerous supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $1 per month through Patreon and get perks like ad-free versions of FPP Radio News and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. Reuters reports a federal judge on Tuesday said the U.S. government appeared on track to reunite by Thursday's deadline most of the families separated at the U.S.-Mexico border as part of the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy towards undocumented immigration. The judge, however, put off deciding on a petition by civil rights groups to postpone deporting any of the parents for 7 days after they get their children back. A temporary order currently bars deportations of the families until the matter is resolved. U.S. District Judge Dana Sabraw, who last month gave federal immigration officials until July 26 to return 2,500 children to their parents, commended them on Tuesday for the remarkable achievement of having largely accomplished that task. As of Monday, at least 879 parents had been reunited with their children, according to a joint court filing by the federal government and the American Civil Liberties Union. Another 463 parents were no longer in the United States, but their children were still here, and it was unclear when those families would be reunited. The federal government cannot say whether those parents were deported or left voluntarily. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.